Hello, Tim from Fair Play Now on the 1st of October 2022. The year is certainly getting on now, and I always regard the start of October as really the start of autumn stroke winter, kind of coming into those darker, colder months here in the UK and Northern Hemisphere. And I'm pretty sure it's last October the 1st, maybe it was November the 1st, can't remember, but I think it was October. I made a video about, well, how I don't particularly look forward to this time of year, but especially as last year, there was a lot of doom and gloom knocking around, wasn't there? If you cast your mind back a year, there was all sorts of rumours and mutterings about sort of renewed cases of the lurgy, new scariant variants, with the reintroduction of various measures such as muzzles and lockdowns and V mandates and V passports and all of that kind of thing. And with non-compliers being threatened with all kinds of stuff, even purpose-built, being sent to purpose-built kind of concentration camp type things, is what some of the scariest things I was reading were saying. And yes, quite a few of those things did come true. We did have the scariant that starts with O. We did have the muzzles coming back. We did have the passports coming in, albeit briefly, but it wasn't too bad, really, all things considered. We did manage to see off the worst of it. We didn't have a lockdown, and although the Plan B thing was voted in, it wasn't around for long. I think because of the amount of pushback they were getting, it wasn't around for very long at all, and we got through last autumn and winter fairly intact, and then we haven't had too bad a summer. Certainly the weather here in the UK has been good, and we've managed to have some good times. I think pretty much everybody watching this would agree with that. Hopefully that includes you. But here we are, October the 1st, 2022, and again we've got no end of doom and gloom forecast for this winter, haven't we? We've got, it's a little bit different. As I said a few videos ago, I don't think they'll try it on again with the lurgy, but there's all this doom and gloom about recessions, energy prices, people not being able to afford to heat their homes. You've got to sort of choose whether you want to eat or heat. You've got all of this kind of thing. The threat of the war in the Ukraine getting worse, and food rationing. There's all sorts of scare stories going around, isn't there? But I reckon, again, it's going to turn out to be not nearly as bad as what some people are making out that it might be. We're going to get through this winter just like we got through last winter. I'll be here to help you along with that as best as I can, with some cheerful thoughts as we go along, and reporting on whatever nonsense might happen as well. And we will get through to next March, start of April, and we will be, yes, we'll have to contend with some nonsense. I don't doubt that, but I don't think it's going to be as bad as what a lot of people would make out. Of course, in just over a month, I think it's probably 6 weeks' time, we've got the American midterm elections. That's going to be interesting. Many people are predicting that it's just going to be an absolute kind of tidal wave of Republicans getting back in, sort of thing. into, you know, taking back control of both houses, and that would make Biden what they call a lame duck president, where he's basically powerless to do any of his nonsense at all. So and if he goes, it'd make Kamala Harris pretty much impotent as well. So that's going to be interesting. And if we are looking at a lame duck president, I think that can only be a good thing. Personally, that's my thoughts on that. But it's going to be a very interesting sort of midterm elections. I don't normally take much notice of them in the normal course of events, but these ones I will be, so believe you me. So that's going to be one to look out for, and I think some good things are going to come out of that. And don't forget, there's going to be plenty of good things coming out of this autumn and winter as well. Sort of people's initiatives here, there and everywhere. Whether it's food growing, whether it's alternative health systems, these things are just going to grow and expand over the winter. And I'm really looking forward to a good winter, to be honest with you. With that in mind, I mentioned this probably about 2 months ago now, how you've got the People's Health Alliance, and they were going to announce, or have announced, a sister organisation to do with food production, and that has actually launched now. So in tomorrow's video, I'm going to be, well, give me this evening to look into it a little bit more, and then I will be reporting on that tomorrow as much as I can find out anyway. I think it was a little bit delayed. I thought it was going to happen in August, but I don't think it happened until September, just pretty recently. So going to look into that and come back to you. But just rounding off today, yes, we're coming into winter, autumn and then winter. Yes, we're going to have some hard times. Probably we're not going to be able to afford to have our heating on as much as we have done in past winters. Things might be a bit chillier. Bills might be a bit more expensive, quite a bit more expensive. But yeah, we're going to get through this. We're going to get through to the other side. And all you got to do is just make the most of what you got, really. That's kind of what I've learned over the last couple of years or so. And I'm going to leave it there. Sort of, we're going to get through the winter. We're going to make the most of it. And it's not going to be as bad as what some people out there are saying it's going to be. So that's it for today. Back tomorrow. Tim from Fair Play Now. Thanks for watching.